Hello, today I'm joined by one of the hardest working musicians out there. He's in the top 20 most viewed artists in the UK on YouTube, and he's even written for Lupe Fiasco. Random Impulse. How you doing?
What's up, you alright?
Good.
Good.
How did you get into playing music?
I started getting into playing music because I was at school and there was a few MCs in the playground and I was like, that is crap. I can do that with my eyes closed. And it was like, just because you're smart doesn't mean you can rap. And I was like, yes it does. Like, it's just alliteration, similes and metaphor. And they was like, what are these words that you were saying? And I went home, wrote a rap, and outside after school I rapped against this other guy and everyone was like, oh, it's really good. And then the girls was like, oh, that's so sick. And to be honest, that was like one of the reasons why I stuck with it.
I'm on a roll right now. I'm on a roll right now. I'm on a roll right now. Ain't got time to be stopping. I'm on a roll right now.
So how would you describe the music that you make at the moment?
I'll just call it a genuine hybrid. I mean, people have been trying to label it for a while and I don't think it needs it. I listen to a lot of indie music and I listen to a lot of grime and hip hop, and I was before just a grime hip hop artist. So naturally I just mixed, like, people mix the two. You know, like when you hear rappers like, oh, I listen to a lot of soul, that's why I've got the soul samples. It's the same thing, it's just that I play electric guitar as well.
And when did you first think, these two sounds actually work quite good together?
This song called The Heroine. And it had this sample by a band called The Vines in it that I sampled, and in grime people don't sample indie music, you know? But yeah, people really took to that and I was like, I wish I could play that. Do you know what I mean? I wish I could play that rather than having to use a sample. And then a year and a half ago, I just said, I'm gonna pick up the guitar and the drums and the bass and learn how to play it. Everyone thought I was mad, but I live by, well, my name got given to me, Random Impulse, for that reason. I just suddenly think of stuff, but a year and a half on, there we go.
Please don't slow me down, please don't slow me down, homie. Please don't slow me down, please don't slow me down, Please don't slow me down, please don't slow me down. Ain't got time to be stopping, I'm on a roll right now.
Let's talk a little bit about when you got to go over to LA. How did that come about?
I did a cover of Brian's song, which was the Arctic Monkey song, and it got 100,000 downloads on their website. Yeah, and then I got into a bit of trouble. I can't say what trouble just in case. Stuff. I got into trouble. Well, I nearly got into trouble, but it caused a lot of attention. And it got the attention of a man named Chris Allen, who works for The Collective. Did some work for Lupe Fiasco. I worked with this guy called Brian West, who's done like Nelly Furtado's stuff and all that. And then Blue, this one producer, who's done like loads of stuff for the Jonas Brothers and all that. Very much
so. You mentioned Lupe Fiasco.
Yeah.
You got to write for him.
And he was like, oh, I heard this English guy, Random Impulse, you're working with, like, we heard some of his stuff over here. Do you think you can get him to produce? And so I was like, all right, let's do this. Just got in the studio, banged out a song, and he really liked it.
A lot of people know you best for your refixes, but for someone who's never heard any, do you want to just explain kind of what you do with them? Yeah,
pick up off of this song. I'll remake all the music from scratch, but with electric guitar and drums and bass, and then put my own vocals on it. Record it, mix it, engineer it, and then throw it out on Sunday, every single week.
And so what made you decide to do that?
I heard Tinchy Strider's Gangsters, that song, and the song's sick, but I was like, it sounds like it should be an electric guitar, but they couldn't get an electric guitar, so I was like, no, let me just try and mess around and play it, and I played it, and I was like, let me try and record it. I was like, I can't hear what it sounds like without the drums, let me make the drums, let me make the bass. I was like, let me record a freestyle over it, and I was like, oh, this is cool, maybe I should make a mixtape like this. And I was like, you know what, this song is hot now, let me just put it out now. And everyone was like, oh, this is crazy. And I was like, I'm gonna do it every week for a year. There you go again with my big mouth. Just like when I started playing guitar, it's just, I'm gonna start doing this. And yeah, so now I've contracted to it.
And what's next for Random Impulse?
What's next is I just shot a music video for my first single called Overload, and it's only been played a little bit on Radio 1 and 1Extra so far. Yeah, so there's that, and then there's a tour next year that I'm gonna set up, and still a few more shows at the end of this year. More refixes until I hit the big number 52.
So thank you so much for talking to me. So now you're gonna perform a track for us. Do you want to introduce it?
Yes, I do. In the traditional Power Ranger style. This track is called Best Party Ever.
Parties, we getting drunk is a no-brainer. Grab a cardi and fill the cup up with no chaser. Girls on the dance floor, man them glance more, can't score. Paranoid that everybody knows they're drunk. Lieutenant lightweight, present reporting for duty. I ain't stressing when addressing this girl and her booty. Then my mates like, you better take time. Carry on, this hype, your night is bound to hit the brake light. I don't wanna leave, I don't wanna leave, I don't wanna leave, I ain't leaving. I ain't going anywhere, I don't wanna leave, I don't wanna leave, I don't wanna leave, I ain't leaving. I ain't going anywhere, we'll vacate in time. Don't waste the night, cause that hottie there just gave me the eye. Knew I was lying, silly smart, said you think you're really clever. I replied, I get the vibe tonight, will be the best party ever, ever. Best party ever, ever, ever. Best party ever, ever, ever. Best party ever, it's the best party ever. So please don't let me leave, ever. Best party ever, ever, ever. Best party ever, ever, ever. Best party ever, it's the best party ever. So please don't let me leave. My friends told me girls don't want a boy, so keep it managed. Now he's so messed in his head, he's trying to spit in Spanish to all the hotter dames. Then he flopped the game, hopping through his conversation, and he shit forgot her name. As for me, I might be drunk, but I can keep it coming. Sitting with this chicken, entertaining deep discussion. Then her friends like, we're about to take flight. Cab is on his way, and I said, hold the horse's way. I don't wanna leave, I don't wanna leave, I don't wanna leave, I ain't leaving. I ain't going anywhere, I don't wanna leave, I don't wanna leave, I don't wanna leave, I ain't leaving. I ain't going anywhere, we'll vacate in time. Right now I'm fine. Then she turned to me and gave me the eye, and then she said this party's dead, and I just thought it would get deader. That wasn't till I met ya. Now it's like the best party ever, ever. Best party ever, ever, ever. Best party ever, ever, ever. Best party ever, it's the best party ever. So please don't let me leave, ever. Best party ever, ever, ever. Best party ever, ever, ever. Best party ever, it's the best party ever. So please don't let me leave.
Can I do like a Power Ranger symbol?
You can do whatever you want.
Like Ceratops. I'll be like, in the word, the Tiny Temper, yeah. No.
Oh, and then
Anytime, hot stuff.